What's up, y'all? It's your boy Roy back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about me and my wife, we got burglarized. So we're going to talk about that. So first off, I want to lead off. This is my second take. I messed up the first one. It happens. I saw my equipment in the background, the new stuff that I've been using. So let's talk about what initially happened. So first, we came back from being away for a little bit. We had some personal stuff we had to handle. Came back and realized that our garage was, first came back, I went to go get something from the garage, and I realized that my garage door wasn't working. Looked into it more, I realized that the lock on the garage door was tampered with. So I was like, oh crap, let me pull it up. I looked, then I got the wife down, and then we realized we were burglarized. And just so you all know, the difference between burglary and robbery is that burglary happens to like a residential place, commercial place, just like property, and someone comes in with an intent to commit a crime. So like pretty much go in, they got to destroy stuff, take things, and other stuff of that nature. When it happens in the home, that's normally burglary. Now, robbery is like when all that stuff, like when someone snatches things from you, take it by force, or even by like threat. That is robbery. When it happens to a person, to your person, or to like another person. So that is the difference between robbery and burglary. So, and I knew this because I was part of law enforcement, and they was drilling those stuff into our heads. But yeah, that is the difference between those two. And just so you know, this video is coming from like an informational / just an idea of what you could possibly do, not legal advice. If you need some legal advice, go to your local law enforcement and talk to some lawyers and stuff for your situations. All right, I dealt it the best way I can, and best way I knew the law. You need to do it the best way you know the law and the best way you can. Talk to just a couple people you should talk to in order to handle business like this. Now, once we realized that we was burglarized, we ended up contacting first the police. And before you contact the police, what you do need to do, you need to know exactly what was taken. If you can do that without touching stuff, or if you have like gloves you can put on real quick, so you can like look around, do that, just in case that you really need to like do some real investigation stuff if some crazy stuff is happening. So what we ended up doing, we got an idea of what was taken. Let the officers know. We called 911. Officer came through. Normally, because since the burglarization happened when we was not here and it wasn't active, officers do take a lot longer to get to the call because they do have other stuff they have to do, depending on the priority. But the lady, she came, she helped us, law enforcement, let us know exactly what's going to happen, what we're going to do. The detective was going to contact us, and a lot of other stuff. Then we was given cards. We was given cards so that we know the case number and the officer that was controlling that on the initial report. From there, you contact your apartment complex or your leasing agent or whoever is owning the property that you're on, or that for us is what we're on. I let them know what was happening, what we was doing and stuff. And I also went in person to talk to them more about what was happening. And from there, they did let us know of what our renter's insurance was for them, if it covered getting burglarized or not. And for what our understanding is, it does not. However, I already had my own renter's insurance with Geico. So one thing I would recommend, get your own insurance for renter's insurance, especially if your renter's insurance for the apartment complex or for wherever you're renting and stuff does not cover theft. Because not all insurances cover theft. So, with that, With that knowledge, I ended up calling my renter's insurance. Also, I did get the garage changed because the way they broke in, it only happens to the garages that only had a regular opening. Not regular opening. They only open from the garage door, not the actual side door. So we ended up getting a garage that's actually attached to apartments, which has a side door, so that we don't have that stupid lock in front of the garage anymore. So we don't have to worry about that being pulled. So with that, we let our insurance knows of what has been taken and what we did and what was happening. So we got to give them the case number and a list of stuff that was taken, but also the proof that we had it. What proof that you might need, you do is gonna be one of the I think one of few ways to show. You can either do a photo proof that you had the item, or personal photos that you have photos with the item with. So like for instance, one of the stuff that was taken was a sword. I have a photo of me with it, so I should be able to get that back from insurance if everything goes well. If you like wearing like shoes and stuff, that's other things that you can like have a photo. You can send a photo of that, of you wearing the shoes, receipts, and like other documentation like warranties and stuff like that. So like basic proof that you did have those things. And I would recommend, if you have some expensive stuff that you put inside of a garage or inside of a place at a home that you rarely go to and it can get broken into, take a photo or take a photo of the receipt and keep it in like your backlog or your phone or like on your computer. Now everything, you can literally computerize everything. I'll put inside a separate, if I was you, I'll put inside like a separate privacy folder or something like that, so that you can make claims to all of your stuff, like at any point. Okay, even for like if you like your items get flooded, if you don't have photos of like the boxes and stuff or serial numbers, you're not getting some stuff back. So don't get played when you're doing insurance claims and stuff, but be prepared for stuff like that, please. Now, with that in mind, like I said, we did get a new garage. As you can see, nice little setup. We got like a little art wall that I'm loving right now. My wife's ideas for to decorate this whole garage was awesome, and I just hit the light. Hopefully that didn't show inside the video. But yeah, it is a lot cooler in here. It's still hot though. So like I'm still sweating my butt off as we speak. However, it's not as bad as the other garage. The other garage, I would not be recording in it at all right now. So this one is like a way better feeling garage and a way better garage. And it's a lot bigger. It's a lot nicer, to be honest. And a really good location still. I'm still able to get it at a dime notice. Now, I would say that I am grateful that we're able to get another garage set up how we want to. It looks a lot nicer, a lot more organized. I can use it for videos and stuff like that, photos, even just get-togethers and stuff, just hanging out with family and friends. It's really nice. I like it a lot. And I also am grateful that this happened before I got the bike, because imagine if I had the bike and they stole the bike, I'll be upset. So what we're doing to prevent stuff like this or be prepared, one, we got cameras, motion detector stuff, whatnot. We have it. So if someone pops in, open up the garage or whatnot, alarms will go off. A lot of stuff will happen, and a lot of people will know that something is going down, so that they can't get away with what they did. Because the other garage was away from other people. It didn't have that much traffic. It can get popped open fairly easily late at night. This is attached to apartment homes. Attached to apartments. So people is going to hear if like some shady stuff is happening in here. That's the awesome thing. We got some good neighbors here too. Even though we do live inside of a good neighborhood, stuff still happens. It did humble me. It makes me prepared for just the worst still, technically. You prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. And that's what we're doing now. I have personal protection. I've had it before, but I'm carrying it a lot more because it makes me realize just because I'm in a good neighborhood doesn't mean I shouldn't be prepared for any stupid stuff that's happening. Now, when it comes to like getting the bike prepared, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get an alarm and a tracker. So if someone moves it, that's another thing that's going to be freaking blaring in this garage. And also with the tracker, I'll be able to, have a live reading of where is it at and what's happening. So yeah, that's kind of what we're trying to do to get things prepared and what we have done so far. But yeah, hopefully y'all learn from my mistakes and y'all don't make the same mistakes that I did. Or maybe this might help you with figuring out what you should do with your garage, just in case you have like some nice things in it and you want to protect it. Remember, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an officer anymore. So talk with your local law enforcement, talk with lawyers and people who are qualified to really give you expertise in your area and where you're at. I live in Texas. I know a lot of the laws out here. However, I can give advice for everyone. And another reason to why I've just been MIA too. A lot of stuff been happening. I've been taking photos. I took photos for a wedding. I took photos for families that came in town. Well, not came in town, but we went to places and took photos of family that was very important for us to do. Spending time with people, and then getting burglarized did not help at all too. So it's been a crap ton of stuff that we had to handle. It's been very busy lately. But hopefully, not hopefully, once things die down, I'll be able to record a lot more frequently. And now y'all have a different setting to see me in and stuff. And this garage will be the basis for when I start doing garage projects and stuff. So we'll see. Now, the date for me getting the bike kind of did push back, but it will still be this year. We'll make it happen somehow. We will. So yeah, wish you all prayers. Make sure all of you all are staying safe. And yeah, y'all have an amazing day. If y'all have any questions about the equipment that I use, what else I'm using, also I do have my personal protection. If you want videos about that, I wouldn't mind explaining it. That'd be nice. But yeah. If you all have any questions, any concerns of what else y'all want to learn, just let me know. We'll be getting back to the topic of bikes very soon. I just have to get this out the way because this did derail a lot of stuff. So, yep. If you all like it, subscribe, comment. Talk to you all later. Y'all have an awesome day, and I hope y'all had an awesome 4th of July. It's the day after the 4th of July. So peace. Y'all have a good one. Roy's out.